This happened during my freshman year of college, and honestly, it still haunts me. I was taking a theater appreciation class, which meant I had to attend a few plays put on by the school. Usually I went with friends, but for this one, I had to go alone because of a schedule conflict. The theater was just a short 10-minute walk from my dorm, and the play started at 6:30. As I reached the entrance, I noticed a man standing nearby. Without thinking, I smiled at him, just being polite. He smiled back, but something about him made me uneasy. He stood right behind me in line, and I could hear him muttering about his car and where he parked. I wasn't paying much attention until he suddenly asked, "Where are you sitting?" I thought he was talking to someone else, so I ignored it. Once inside, I found my seat, only to have the same guy sit down right next to me. I heard him mutter again, "I can't believe it," right next to me. A chill ran down my spine, but I brushed it off. He looked like he was in his early 30s. Then he started asking questions, way too many questions. "Do you come to these often?" he asked. I said no. He quickly told me how much he loved these plays and how he came regularly, even mentioning that his girlfriend was performing that night. I felt a bit guilty for judging him so fast. Maybe he was just really friendly. But then it got weird. Every time I shared something, he had the same interests and experiences. It felt off. When he asked what kind of music I liked, I mentioned Soundgarden, hoping it'd be obscure enough. But no, he knew them. "Oh, I love Soundgarden. I listen to him all the time," he said. His enthusiasm seemed fake, like he was trying too hard. Before the play started, a woman sat down on my other side. Immediately, he went quiet. Oddly, she struck up the same kind of small talk, asking similar questions and even touching my arm in the same overly familiar way. I started to feel trapped between them. As soon as intermission hit, the man offered to grab me something from the concessions. I declined, but he was persistent. "I'll surprise you," he said, way too eager. I kept saying no, and finally, he left. That's when the woman started up again. She asked if I sang because she thought my voice sounded pretty. I told her I used to sing in high school but had stopped, and just like the guy, she touched my arm again. It was unnerving. When the man came back, he brought M&Ms and Milk Duds, both already opened. He offered me the Milk Duds. I declined again. He didn't eat them either, just set them on the floor awkwardly. Then he started asking about my family and whether I lived alone. I lied, saying I lived with my brother in an apartment far from my actual dorm. That's when things got really creepy. He leaned in and told me he was an amateur music producer and that I should come to his place to record sometime. He just so happened to live close to where I said I lived. My chest tightened and I wanted to leave, but I didn't know how. Then his phone buzzed. He glanced at the screen, but not fast enough. I saw the message. "She's really cute. Do you think she'll work?" My heart raced. I needed to get out of there, but I was frozen in place. The woman beside me suddenly whispered that she was going to the bathroom and suggested I go with her. At first, I thought she might have noticed the guy's behavior and was trying to help, but then I saw her phone light up. The message read, "Yes." My stomach dropped. She didn't leave for the bathroom, and the rest of the play felt like it dragged on forever. When it finally ended, I bolted. Climbing over the woman, I made a beeline for the exit. I ducked into the bathroom to collect myself. When I came out, I saw them standing together, having a heated, whispering argument. The woman noticed me, and the man started walking toward me. "I can give you a ride," he offered too eagerly. I lied again, saying my brother was picking me up. Just then, one of my classmates appeared out of nowhere and called out, "There you are." The man backed off, as I quickly walked away with my friend, my heart pounding. As we left, I heard him yell, "Hope to see you again." I didn't turn around. I just kept walking, staying on the phone with my mom the whole way home. To this day, I wonder what was really going on. Why did they act like they didn't know each other when they clearly did? Why did they keep touching me like that? And what was with the texts? Were they plotting something the whole time? Am I overthinking, or was I in serious danger that night?